All right, gentlemen, I apologize. I'm trying to find this stuff. Here's the complaint form. You was
Okay.
wanting that?
Yep.
And here's the Cora
Core form.
request.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay. Now, what I have been told, because I'm not administration, I'm on the road as a
I
deputy.
can view that here, but I can't take it with me.
Yeah, because if you want it, it's $58.
Yep. I just want to look at it real quick and have you show me the policies that were.
This is the Elk County Policy Handbook for the employees.
Okay, I'm looking for the sheriff's.
I
Department
understand
policy.
that, and that's what I was getting ready to tell you. I am told that it is under review of the county attorney right now. You will have to contact the county attorney to get that.
Okay, unfortunately, as I told you, Deputy Love, the county attorney has no authority over the sheriff's department. And the sheriff is a freestanding executive authority.
I'm very much aware
And
of
this
that.
is completely within his purview. He has no authority and to pass it over to the DA, and the DA has no authority to rule on it.
I don't know that anybody's ruling on it, but she's looking through it, as I understand it.
Well, there's nothing that can be redacted from that policy manual. It is by essence a public document.
It is, I totally
And so
agree.
there's nothing to consider. So I'm not sure what the delay is.
I don't have it in my possession, gentlemen, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So you don't have a policy manual that
We
you could refer
do,
to?
but I do not have it. It is not in our possession. It is in the possession of the county attorney as we speak.
So it's not electronic at all?
Not to my
So
knowledge.
you are not able to reference a policy here in the sheriff's department if you needed to right now?
Yes,
You are able to?
through verbal communication with the sheriff.
Just through the sheriff? But you can't actually reference the written policy here at the sheriff's department?
If I needed to reference a written policy, I could make contact with the county attorney and she could tell me what I needed to know. If I was in a situation, which I mean, this right here would probably warrant such a situation.
So maybe we should do that. Why don't we get a hold of the county
I
attorney?
just tried. She's not answering her phone. She's at
That's
lunch, I'm
because
assuming.
she's at lunch.
I don't know what
She
she's
was
at.
at
I haven't
court at
talked to her
Greenwood
today.
County.
Well,
But,
she works in Greenwood County and here, and she
well,
eat
you know,
lunch
she
in
was
there
in
as
court
well.
there this morning, but regardless, I am absolutely shocked that you don't have a policy manual here that you can reference for doing your duty. I mean, I would think that's a simple mandatory part of doing your job, to
It
be
is.
able to reference the policies.
It is.
What can we do to correct that immediately? How about, is it possible to, since the DA office is out of the courthouse, let's have them make a copy of it or send it over here somehow? Because you guys need it in this office. They don't need it over
We
there.
have one. It is under review of the county attorney, I've been told, okay? That's, gentlemen, that's all the information I can give you. I can't answer questions as why or where or who. All I can tell you is what I've been told.
Okay. When will the sheriff be back?
Probably tomorrow.
Interesting. Okay. Would you let Carrie Harrod next door know that we're coming
She
over
is
there?
not there either. I just tried to call her and I.
Really?
Yes, so we did just try to call her. She's not there.
Okay. I'm gonna need to speak to somebody in the county clerk's office.
Okay. If you go over there, ring the doorbell, tell them that you want to go to the county clerk's office.
And I'm not gonna give them all my information, and I'm not gonna answer where I'm from to get in there.
Well, sir, as it stands right now, even by this book right here, if you don't tell them who you are, they won't let you in.
Can you show me that policy?
Well, I don't know where it's at by heart, but I assure you it's in there.
Well, let's go ahead and pull it out and show it to him. Because I'm telling you that's a violation of the Fourth
Sir,
Amendment.
you very well may be right. I'm not going to argue with you about anything because I don't do the
I'm trying
that
to
side
ask
of
you
the
to
law.
clarify this because what I'm trying to avoid is you guys getting named in a lawsuit.
And I understand that, but sir, like I said, I can't answer some of those questions because I do criminal law, and although the other entities may recognize that as criminal, that's not something that I maintain.
But,
It's illegal.
yeah.
This is an employee handbook, so I'm assuming that it's probably in here. I don't know. That's not the correct one. I have a better idea. I will go get the district judge's number and I will let you talk to him. He's the one that set that policy in effect.
Okay, is he next door?
No, sir.
Okay.
He's out of Butler County.
Better idea.
I'm not sure that that's really the idea that
It's like skipping a step.
I'm not really interested in have a judge tell me that I can't question his authority and just shut down on me. That's not what we're gonna do today.
Well, sir, I don't have any other answers for you because this is the employee handbook,
Okay.
which doesn't
I understand,
have
but
the policies of the
the
courthouse.
judge does not have any authority over the sheriff's department policy manual either.
That's,
that is
this
John
has
Walker.
nothing to do with sheriff's department policy.
Yes, it does, because that's what I'm asking
We're talking
for.
about the courthouse.
Sir,
I told you if you go to the courthouse, they're going to ask you who you are before they let you in. Okay? That is
okay,
a policy that was set in effect by the 13th Judicial District Court.
okay. Is it possible that we could have just the judge give me a copy of that he ruled, that
I
the
can
note that he
try.
wrote, and have somebody just bring it out to us? That would be.
Well, you'll have to get it from the district court, which is in the courthouse.
Okay. I'm
Because,
happy to
I
go over
mean-
there and get that, but that would you, if you're gonna call the district judge, I don't wanna necessarily have a conversation with him, but if you could have him just provide us with the document that he signed saying that that's an order in his court, that would be sufficient.
That document will be in the district court over in the courthouse.
Okay, we'll go next door.
But sir, like I explained, they're not going to let you in if you don't tell them who you are. That is their policy.
And sir, in order to get that policy, I'm not going to surrender my information to obtain the policy that says I have to when I question that policy.
And
in the
I
first
can't
place.
argue I can't have a legitimate response to this argument. I'm just telling you what they're going to do and they may not let you in.
And I don't necessarily need to enter the courthouse if you would do as you said you were going to do a minute ago and call the district judge, not for a conversation with me, but just to let him know that there are gentlemen outside that would like to have a copy of that policy.
I can do that. I will call district. As a matter of fact, I'll put it on speakerphone and let you hear it if you like to.
No, I'd like to get a copy of the policy.
Well, I will ask them. You can hear me ask them.
Okay, thank you.
I don't want to be difficult, gentlemen. I'm not trying to be.
Debbie Love, I'm not, this isn't about you. This is
Yeah.
about what's going on here, and I see that you're subject to what's happening here.
I mean,
So,
I'm not trying to be difficult.
You're doing fine.
I don't have answers for a lot of the questions you're asking.
You're doing fine. You're being respectful, and that's all we can ask.
And I know that the county attorney is in Greenwood County today, and she was doing lunch a minute ago, so we did get an answer in the district court just a second ago, so let me try to get a hold of them. No, it's gonna be up here. And they may be out to lunch.
You have reached Elk County District Court. District court hours are 8 to 4:30.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll go back and eat. We'll go.
Yeah,
grab
why
something to eat.
don't you gentlemen go get some lunch, come back? I may not be here, I may get called, I'm the only deputy on duty at the moment. And I've got there's 998 square miles of Elk County that I've got to take care of.
Yeah, no, I understand.
In the meantime, do you have the name of that lady up there and the guy in back so we can file these complaints on them?
Well, the dispatcher's name, Penny.
Benny?
Penny.
Penny, up here up front? Penny?
Yes.
Okay, and then you said he's the bailiff, I think? back there?
Jailer.
Jailer, yeah, older gentleman.
Yes.
What's his name?
Dan.
Dan? So Penny and Dan?
Yes.
And if I put Penny and Dan, you guys would know who I'm talking about?
There's only 2 pennies and Dan's here.
Is that so? Okay, all right, well, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
thank
We'll be back around 1.
I will try to make contact with them so they can try to have the documents close,
Yeah.
but I can't speak for what they do, guys.
No, I understand. And what we're doing is we're trying to challenge that policy to get them to see that it's not accurate and to lift it because it caused a man's arrest that really shouldn't have happened. So,
Yeah, and I wasn't here when that happened, but I'm aware of the situation.
no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, they didn't want it. Oh, they're filing a complaint against you two. They didn't want this either.
So what the fuck do they think they're getting?
They're just trying to stir up hate and discontent. Now, They,
I'm talking to Sarah, just so you know. Oh,